presented by EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Ready? Middle.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Ravens at 11 and 4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
You talk about this Titan defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass charge.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. On 1st down, Levis. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, left goes Burks. And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
I like a fancy playbook as much as anyone, but sometimes, certain situations, they just call for doing the basics.
And that's what they did. Gave it to the big boy, and he got in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Levis on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Hey, report.
Jackson on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Change it. Go ahead.
Play action. It's Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Hey, Alpha, tonight. Nice shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Levis looking to move them around a bit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Levis to throw off play action. He'll buy some time right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
13, 180. Finish up. Yeah.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hey.
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And here's Marshall. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up. They'll run with Marshall. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go ahead. 180. Ready shot. 180. Ready shot.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No, we changed it.
Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
No, middle. Hey, report. Report.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Levis. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Levis sets up to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Levis looking to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it. Oh.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect him to do exactly that.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Levis. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Levis. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They go play action now. Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Way back at the 19 now. What do they have here on 3rd and goal? Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. This is Marshall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Levis back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Marshall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Levis. Pass to the tight end, Riley. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Levis to throw it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Marshall down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd down, Marshall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense